Good morning, fellow youths. Good morning, brothers and sisters out there all over the world. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, everyone. My viewers, today is a beautiful morning. I want to advise you, and I want to drop a message at the same time concerning your election. If you can recall, the Jagaban, the presidential flag bearer of the All Progressive People's Congress, APC, literally confirmed that he single-handedly made Buhari the president, that it is now his turn. That is to say that our vote never counted. Our vote did not count. And this morning, our environment has been shut down. Everywhere there is calmness. We are projecting going into the pools. The Jagaban pool that he bought to install Buhari as Mr. President when we did not vote for him, by his own statement, for Buhari to work for him. And now Buhari worked for him as Mr. President. He worked for Tinubu and not for Nigeria. And now it is now the turn of Tinubu now to work for Nigeria. Try to understand the statement. And we are where we are today. At the end of the 8 years, we now buy our money with our money. We buy our money with our money. We think it's funny. We think it's business. I want you to be sure and understand that in as much as a currency is on sale by the currency users, it is not a good story to any environment that the currency of the country is being purchased by the citizen of the same country using the same currency. That is what APC government brought at the end of their 8 years leadership in Nigeria. We are now buying our currency. You go with 100,000, for you to get 100,000 of the new currency or this new note, they have to take 20,000 from their money and then give you 80,000. A huge capital of 20% has been removed from their money because you want money. And when you want to pay for transfer using your own card or your app to pay for something, if the cost of it is 3,000 naira, you have to add 5% of that 3,000 naira on top of it, or 75%, sorry, which is 500 naira. Transportation from Port Harcourt Eleme Junction to Umuahia is 3,000 naira, and cash, if you are paying on transfer, you pay 3,500. Did you see that? The country where you want to go and elect somebody in the system that already has been corrupted. The system is rotten, and there is nothing that can come out of it. So the pools is not necessary. So Kukuma, sit down in your house, allow them establish their numbers as they used to establish. That is the criminal environment President Olusegun Obasanjo and General Gowon built for us. Yet they are walking around our street today. General Olusegun Obasanjo trained all these criminals you see today in power, and that is how they were all his errand boys in drugs, in killings, and that's how he brought them up into power one by one, and he's still using them till today. Nigeria is not going to be good. Nigeria is not going to improve. Nigeria is not going to be better for anything. I'm advising you, the youth, to start focusing your energy towards the future and not the mesmerisms of Nigerian pools. Okay. In this country, If you go to the polls, I am passing this message now. I want you to know that the polls, if you go to elect, you see, COVID-19 was a test of selling breeds, to sell how you breathe. In the, as far as Nigeria is concerned, you will pay to breathe. You will pay to breathe. It has been test run a little with COVID-19, and we responded with our nose masks purchase. And but you don't understand, these are programs. You don't get it that they are programs. You think it's a normal world activity. No, they create the problems and then they give you a partial solution to enslave you. This is what they do. That is their system. Now, they have testosterone selling the air. The air you and I breathe has been testosterone, how they can sell it for us to breathe it. And Nigeria is the testosterone. Good. Now, there is nothing that has happened now or that is happening now that was not introduced by General Olusegun Obasanjo military regime and his civilian reign. This is all what, there's nothing that they are practicing now that is not what Obasanjo taught them. And since they're learning from the master, and the master in his very before is watching his children display their different skills of what they got from him, what do you think? He is a Maradona on ground because everybody is his boys. And when the packed chambers of his boys have risen to drug lords and masters, and now there is a rub of shoulder, you understand. My brother, my sister, you are only going to the pools to help them perfect their operation. It's not that you're electing a leader to come and rule in Nigeria. Nobody is ruling you in Nigeria. There is nobody ruling you, and there will be nobody to rule you. It is just a program running. And I'll tell you, Tinubu announced the money before the money came out. And he told you to get your blabber blue and vote APC. That blabber blue today, you have seen that it is the 1,000 naira note. So we thought that Tinubu is insane. He doesn't know what he's doing. But Tinubu is codedly passing a message to you. But you, the idiot out there, you don't understand that these men are up to something. The blabber blue has come out now. Now we are paying for the blabber blue. You are paying for it. The blabber blue is here, and we have to pay to get it. Business. So now, also expect that if you go to the pools in Nigeria, do not say anybody have enslaved you into poverty. Whether Peter Obi, whether Atiku, whether Jagabanu, any of these three that you successfully elect or sit down on this throne, expect this. Expect what I'm trying to tell you now. You will be paying rent for the house, the land where you build your house, where you stay at, you go to pay tax. You have to pay. Let me tell you, it's coming. Don't say, you know, when we are telling you what is coming, don't think we are joking. This is what you are going to elect into this government, whether it is Obio, whether it is Atiku, whether it is the criminal Jagabano, the drug lord. Let me tell you, they will ask you to pay for where you shit. You have to pay. Shit will cost you money. Peace will cost you money. Then your shelter is going to cost you money. And this money might not be there. You have to buy the money from them to live. That is the 666 operation we're talking about. Is already in play. Nigeria is the motherland of all evil. And from here, they are sucking the blood. And you and I is the one losing the strength. So sit in your house, keep your PVC card. INEC has been compromised. The election has been compromised. Whether you go to the polls or not, they will announce their results. That is the truth. Whether you go to the polls or not, they will announce their results. So sit in your house, eat a very good food, and prepare for your death is coming. They will not spare you. They are coming with a system. Let me tell you, Every contestant now, is a criminal. Either you have served them in helping them to kill somebody, or you have served them in peddling their drugs, or you have served them in one way or the other. They will only compensate you, either making you a local government chairman, making you a House of Assembly, or any of the legislative arm in the government. They have to bring you in. And that is how they have been doing it from onset till today. So all what we have from Senate down are criminals, rogues, killers, murderers, assassins, drug peddlers. That is who we have. 419ers. That is who we have as leader. And today, what is the result? We are now selling ourselves. So if you can go and buy the currency that you use in your country, then what crime holds the person that went and sell private part of the human? Because when you buy the money, you are buying privacy. It's privacy you are buying. That means they can one day butcher your organ and sell it. If you see somebody selling human organ, why will you say law is holding him? There should be no law holding him, since we can sell money. So we can sell human being now. So this is another height of slavery. Even if there is, I'm not interested in the swab of their currency, but the use, the application is what matters. So why will the application be for us to buy money? First in history, since the state of the world, money have never been purchased. Since the history of the world, money have never been purchased. But today, we are purchasing money in the world. We purchase money that we use. We purchase it with money. And you say, it is funny going to the pool. You stupid man. You fool. You say, I want to go and cast for you. If I go cast to be, you go better. Make I go cast Atiku, you go better. If I cast Tinubu, you go better. Foul. None will better. So start now to think. You know, when we are telling you before, I thought we are joking. No, it's manifesting gradually. We will move from one speed thing to the other. Every day is drama. We'll keep going into this drama until we dwindle. Because I prophesy and I testify to Nigeria that they must surely perish. Nothing will stop Nigeria not to perish. Nigeria must surely perish. It's a testimony, it's an affirmation, it's a fact, a firm and unshakable truth. Let me tell you, the evil has been calculated by AMADIOHA and the doom will come. Nigeria must surely perish. Nothing will stop Nigeria not to perish. So, I don't know what your pools will offer you. In the manifesto of all the presidential candidates, none said anything concerning you and I, the youth. They have nothing for us. Today, they have gone to sign treaty agreements. In that, the agreement that they signed recently, that is to say, anybody in Nasias will go play the game. That's what they have signed. So expect their game is coming, it has not finished. You have to be prepared. Keep food. As you go finish, you come home. Be prepared to be hungry. Because you're not going to see the work. You're not going to see the money. If you have to trade with money, you have to go and buy the money. Nobody will give you money. CBN did not print any money and can never print money. CBN cannot print the money. And they did not print the money. It is a program by the 419 group, some group of men. And that's why they are selling it to recover. So you might see that Central Bank is now in the market for selling money to us now. They have agents. That is why those agents are out there. That's why you cannot see the money. Because Central Bank they need returns. Let me tell you, it's a business. So do not expect anything more than what you are seeing. You must buy it higher. As fuel increases every now and then, that is how money purchase will be increasing from time to time. It will not stop. In as much as it has begun, it can never stop. So what you should be thinking now, in a system of where money is being purchased, what is likely the next step? Then when you start making these researches, you will now see where Nigeria is going, that Nigeria is dwindling. The country is dwindling, and must dwindle unto perishness. No remedy. Peter Obi cannot remedy it. There is no system today that Nigeria will introduce that can take in 4,000 employees. It's not there in any system of Nigeria today. All that the government will have done to sustain the youth has been privatized and sold by Obasanjo and Atiku. They have sold it all. That means a company that's supposed to carry, for example, NAFCON, today Notori, that's supposed to carry thousands of workers, doesn't even have up to 1,000 workers. But that place is supposed to have almost, if let me not quote, let me not exaggerate, at least 3,000 or above. Or more. But today, it's dead. Who? Obasanjo sold it with Atiku. Endorama Anko, petrochemical. That companies with refineries supposed to work hand in hand to strengthen the youth and the environment. What is happening? Because Obasanjo sold it, now it become a private operation. The number of employment reduce, and it will keep reducing until it comes to a minimal proportion. And we can't do anything about it. We will continue to cry. We will continue to lament. We will continue to languish. That is what we are going to elect. So don't think that you are going to the pool is to elect anything better. No. Remember, your vote doesn't count. Their program has been set forth to run, and it must run. So avoid gara gara. Leave them with their pool, and then go back to your knees. That AMADIOHA should perfect his plan and his oppression unto establishing his kingdom for the visit of his son. This I testify, this I bring before you. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Amen.